So there's this girl, she called me around 3 a.m. For the sake of this conversation, let's say her name is Sarah. So 3 a.m. Sarah calls me up and is like, man, I want to give up in this thing. Like, I don't tire, I've done my best. If you're doing YouTube, you know that it's either you're going through a lot or a lot is going through you. It looked like YouTube was ignoring what she was doing, no matter what she did. So I know some of you are at that point where no matter what you do, is like YouTube have before you can never pass 20 views. No matter what you do, no matter what you post. If you're at that point, this story applies. Now you could hear the frustration from her voice. You could tell that she's really frustrated about this YouTube thing because she has been doing it for several months and she has been diligent with it, and she's at this point now where it looks like YouTube is now ignoring her. And I know there are a lot of people like that. See, no matter who you are, at some point in your YouTube journey, you're going to be at that point where no matter what thing you post, like no matter what you post, they're just going to keep you at 50 views or 20 views. So I'm going to show you what you might be doing wrong. So we spent like the next 2 hours just doing general research about what could be wrong. See, the problem, this is something I believe personally, there's a problem, there definitely is a solution, and if you do enough research, you're going to be able to find out what the solution. Number one thing that you're doing that may be making YouTube to ignore you is the fact that you're doing sub for sub. Yes, so let me tell you something here. If you're doing sub for sub, it might be working right now, right? Like you might be getting you to subscribe to your YouTube channel and maybe even to view. You need to know that those people naturally are not interested in your content. So they're just the kinds of people that are doing sub for sub also. So when you post content, they're not really interested. Do you understand? Okay, so this is what happens when you post a video. YouTube first of all sends it to your subscribers, those people that you have done sub for sub with, and they have subscribed to this. When YouTube shows your video to these subscribers and they look like they are not interested, YouTube is just going to assume that you're not putting out content that is valuable, and that hurts your channel for real. Like it hurts your channel more than anything else. If you get views any other way apart from organically, and you're not able to get viewers that are naturally interested in your content, you are hurting your channel. You understand? Okay, so this is the same problem with restreaming. Now, if you're doing restreaming where you just get a particular content that looks interesting and is very short and then you just restream it, some people do that a lot. Now, this is the same problem. Now, you're going to attract a lot of people and it looks like good news, you understand? But at the end of the day, these people are not interested in the content that you provide on a normal norm. So it's going to hurt your channel on the long run. Why? Because it's going to give YouTube the impression that the content you're putting out is not valuable content. So if you're doing YouTube, this is what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get to a point where you are genuinely able to inspire people to watch your videos. Do you understand? In light of their own self-interest. Like they watch your videos because your video has value to them. Do you understand? That's what you're trying to achieve. Any other way around this is not going to work for you on the long run, because you came guessing that you came to YouTube to make money. Any other way you use, you might get the subscribers, you might even get monetized, but you are not going to be making money. Why? Because you don't have a constant flow of user base and attention that are genuinely interested in the content that you put out. So another thing you might be doing wrong is you're ignoring trends. As a creator, you need to know one skill that you need to have is the ability to follow up with trends. You need to create a system that alerts you about trends. So you see that there's something that everybody is talking about right now, maybe in Nigeria, maybe in the world, depending on where your niche really focuses on. You need to find a way to know what is happening in that place per time, every time. Like you need to be one of the first people to know what is happening. You need to find a way to be attentive to trends. You need to be able to get on trends. Trends are very, very important. You cannot ignore trends. Do you understand? As a matter of fact, I think that you should create a system that informs you of trends. Like you should be the first person that is informed about trends that are going on in your particular location of niche. Do you understand? What did I just say, sir? Okay, so what I mean is create a system such that you're one of those that know when there's a trend that is starting. You understand? So you should be one of the first people that knows when a trend starts. And do not ignore trends. If you ignore trends, it's like you're trying to push your car up the hill. Do you understand? So one of the things you need to know is YouTube is a marketplace of demand and supply. Yes. Now, this is what a trend does. It creates a situation of a lot of demand, right? Now, when you're able to jump on a trend, now, no matter what your niche is, no matter what you do, it is possible for you to jump on every trend. Do you understand? All you have to do is find a creative way, make your video in your niche about that thing that is trending. If you're able to create a supply, a valid supply for a particular trend that is just starting, I'm telling you, YouTube is not going to be able to ignore you, because a lot of people will be searching for a particular thing and your video will be coming up as the answer to that thing. So the third thing that might be happening to your channel that's making it look like YouTube is ignoring you is you might be shadow banned, right? So this is not the first thing that you should think of when you think about your YouTube channel not growing, because a lot of people just want to quickly and hastily go to the conclusion that they have been shadow banned. I don't think that you should do this. Before you conclude that you have been shadow banned, you should do enough research to know that you have been shadow banned. But there is such a thing as being shadow banned. YouTube can decide to not push your content for one reason or the other. Now, the fourth thing, which more than 90% of people on YouTube who come to me to tell me that it looks like YouTube is ignoring them, fall into this category. You have only posted 5 videos, you have only posted 10 videos, and you want to blow out of those 10 videos. Like, people are just impatient. After posting 10 videos, you want to have 13,000 views. I don't understand. Like, sometimes it happens. Do you understand? If you are somebody who already has experience, if you are somebody who already knows what they are doing, like you've been on YouTube for a while, or sometimes there's something called the beginner's luck. You understand? So you can just be lucky and that happens. That's not the norm. Do you understand? If you are posting on YouTube, please, before you start thinking that, oh, why is this not working, oh, maybe the people from my father's house are worrying me, please make sure you have posted at least 70 to 100 videos. I'm telling you, because that is the point where YouTube has begun to know that this is your niche. These are the kinds of people that they should serve your content to. Do you understand? So listen, I'm telling you, when you start YouTube, you need to be ready to play the long game. You need to be ready to do it for a long time. It is not a get rich quick game. It's not something that you do now and then you post 5 videos and you've gone viral and your life has changed and you have gone to buy a house in Banana Island. It might happen for some people, but for 90% of people and even more, it's not going to happen like that. See, YouTube is you building a business. YouTube is you building a life. Sometimes it can take a lot of videos for that to happen. So you need to give it time. You need to be patient. You need to do the grind. Do you understand? All right. So on number 6, now a lot of you fall into this category. You make bad content. You make content that is not interesting. That's just it. A lot of people make bad content. What is bad content? Bad content is content that is not interesting, irrespective of what you are talking about. If you are not able to keep a user's attention, YouTube is a game of attention. If you're not able to keep a user's attention, a viewer's attention, you're making bad content. You should be able to do this and do it naturally. Like, you should be able to do it and make it fluid. And sometimes people are not able to get to that point of awareness where they can get sincere with themselves. Do you understand? That's really where the problem is. The video that you're doing right now, you think that this is the best video that you can do. That's just the problem. And what I think you should do is get someone that can sincerely analyze your video and tell you if this is good or bad. Like, I decided that if anything makes you click on my video, you're going to watch till the end. I'm going to make it so interesting, so damn interesting that you will watch till the end. And I think that you should make that decision too. Do the best, do the work. Don't just be that person that just wants to, pick up their camera and do something, do the barest minimum. No, you are not the barest minimum kind of person, because people's attention span is very, very short these days. You want to do the work, you want to hold attention, and then you want to hold it till the end of your video. That's what you want to do. You want to create interesting stuff. When you're not doing that, there's a problem. It will look like YouTube is ignoring you, but sometimes, most times as a matter of fact, people are not creating interesting content, irrespective of what they are talking about. So you need to apply your intelligence to this. Do you understand? You're a very intelligent person. But you need to apply your intelligence to this. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what is the interesting way to talk about this thing that I want to talk about? This thing, if 10 people talk about this thing, what will make somebody start watching my own and continue watching my own, even though the person has watched all other person's own? You understand? So you need to be that interesting. Storytelling is something that is a real skill. I'm telling you, every single day these days, I'm doing a lot of research, I'm doing a lot of learning on storytelling, because storytelling is the real thing that makes you win on YouTube.